I recently placed an order on Charlotte Tilbury's website and I bought some of the new launches and they came in the mail, so I'm so excited to try these. One of the things is this new airbrush brightening powder. It's a pressed powder. I'm so excited to try this. They also just barely launched a concealer, which I was really happy about as well. And then a while back, they launched some new shades in their Eyes to Mesmerize formula, and they just looked so pretty. I wanted to try some out, so I'm gonna be wearing these as well. But the stars of the show are definitely gonna be the concealer and this brightening powder. I'm in a Charlotte Tilbury mood now, and so I grabbed some of my old favorites to wear alongside of these, and I'm just really excited to try them out. So let's get right into it. This is actually newer to me as well. I've only worn it like once or twice. This is a newer product, and this was sent to me in PR. It's the Invisible UV Flawless Primer. So it's like a sunscreen primer. I really wanted to try this out today, again, I guess. So I'm just gonna do a bit of that all over the skin first. I haven't put on sunscreen yet today, so I figured this would be a good time to use this. I'll let that dry down a bit. And then to go along with the concealer, I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is in the shade 3 Cool, and I think this is such a pretty foundation. It's definitely got more of like a dewy and luminous finish, but I think it looks really nice on the skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on with a foundation brush first and then press it in with a sponge. And then we'll be ready to try out the new concealer. Okay, so this is called the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I got mine in the shade Too Fair. I had a couple of shades in the cart at first, but I figured that I would just try the formula out, and if I really like it, I can grab another shade. Hopefully this works. It looks like it might be a little too light for me, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So it says that it has clinically proven results. It's supposed to conceal, correct, brighten, and lift the look of the skin. It has a medium buildable coverage and a 16-hour wear. And it also has like skincare benefits in it. So it looks like it's supposed to reduce your dark circles by 40% in 28 days. And it also boosts hydration. There's hyaluronic acid, there's vitamin C, collagen, niacinamide. So there's some skincare ingredients in here as well, which is really nice. I'm liking the packaging a lot. It's just a glass standard bottle, and then let's look at the applicator. Okay, it's just your normal doe foot applicator. If you guys are familiar with the other Charlotte Tilbury concealer, I forget what it's called, Airbrush Flawless, the one that has like the twist up, it kind of gets messy, so I really like that this has more of a doe foot applicator. So I'm just gonna do like 1, 2, 3 dots, and I'm gonna blend that out with my Rare Beauty brush. We're gonna do just one side of the face first so we can really see the difference. I'm focusing it on the darker areas. Actually, I feel like this shade is gonna be perfect for me. Ooh, okay, so it's actually a lighter coverage than I was anticipating. Well, I shouldn't say lighter coverage. It's more lightweight than I was anticipating. Like it said on the bottle, it's definitely more of a medium coverage, but I like that because that means that I can kind of go in with a little more if I feel like I need a little bit more brightness, and hopefully it builds up well. Yeah, it seems to be. Ooh, okay. It blends into the skin really, really seamlessly. I'm gonna now take my sponge and just press that in a little bit more. It looks so pretty under the eyes. It looks like it has a little bit of a luminosity to it, but not too much to where it looks sparkly or anything like that. Wow. Well, I'm really into that. Okay. We'll put a little bit around the nose just to kind of brighten up that area as well. This might be too light of a shade to do a blemish concealing, but I gotta try it, so. Yeah, that kind of emphasized that blemish a little bit, but that's okay. So looking at the under eyes, here's the before, here's the after. I definitely notice a brightness, a youthfulness, a little bit of a sheen, which is nice. That's really pretty. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, we're gonna do the other side now. Building up coverage in the areas that I need a little more, like I did on the other eye. And then I'm gonna use my sponge to press it in. I also kind of wanna see how it will work, not only under the eyes, but in the T-zone a little bit. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use this to do just a little brightening kind of down the center of the face. So we'll do a little on the chin, down the nose. Let's see, do a little bit over here. I just really want to see how it works on other areas of the face, not just the under eye, because I do like when a concealer works all over in case I'm wanting to use it that way. But it kind of seems like it's formulated for the under eyes with the under eye brightening ingredients that they have in here. Okay. Well, I'm really happy about that so far. It looks really beautiful. It's blending out like a dream. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more of my base before we move into trying the brightening powder. So I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. I've been loving this, as you guys know. So I'm just gonna use this all over to kind of warm up the face. Okay, so now that I've bronzed my skin, I normally go in with a loose powder, but I really want to try this and give it a fair shot, so I don't want to layer on top of anything. So we're going to use this to set the face. Hopefully this works. So this actually launched in 2 shades. I picked up the shade Fair to Medium. Oh my goodness, the packaging is really pretty. Look at this. It's so nice. It has kind of like a pearlescent finish to it. And then the inside looks just like the airbrush powder, so the Flawless Finish powder. This one's obviously well loved, but it's the same size and shape. This is just more of a translucent brightening formula, so I'm really, really excited to try this out. I pulled it up on the website, but I also have the little unicorn right here. So this is supposed to have a brightening, blurring, and lifting effect. It targets dark circles and shadows. Okay, great. So it looks like it's supposed to be formulated for the under eye as well, which is why I'm so excited to use it with the concealer. And it says you can use it on the high points of the face, cheekbones, forehead, nose, and jawline. So you can use it all over the face, which is exactly what I'm planning to do. So let's try it out. I'm just gonna take this with my little powder brush. It kind of spins around a little. I don't love that, but it's because it's a refillable compact, which I guess is nice. Okay, I'm gonna make sure to pat out any creases under the eyes, and really it's so minimal with that concealer. It hardly creased at all. All right, I'm gonna go in on one side with this powder, just pressing it underneath like I normally would. Ooh, it feels so smooth under the eyes. And I definitely feel like it brightened, but it's not too bright. It has just the right amount of brightness to it. There is a little bit of like a micro pearl in this that I can see, but it's nothing too crazy. Okay, we're gonna keep going. I'm just gonna use this to literally set the entire face. I'm gonna kind of go a little bit more strategic down the center of the nose since it is a brightening formula. And then I do want this area to be set with this as well. Okay, wow. I think it looks really pretty. I don't know if you can see the difference. It definitely set the face, but it doesn't look dull, which is nice. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. I do feel like this is brightening. It just brought a little more light to the center of the face, which I think looks really pretty. I'm gonna kind of use it to carve out the jawline a little bit as well, right underneath that cream contour. Well, I think that's pretty. And it feels very, very smooth on the skin, which is nice. It definitely has a pearl to it, which I can see when I look up close. Like there's almost little glitter flecks. It's not full on glitter, but there's a sparkle in there for sure. So just something to kind of point out that it just will add a bit of a luminosity to the skin. I'm just gonna take what's left on my powder brush that's on my desk. So this does have a different powder formula on it technically, but I'm just wanting to set the outside of the face because I don't really want to brighten the outside of the face. I just want to kind of set that bronzer a little bit more before going in with the airbrush bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Fair. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this to add even more warmth and glow to the skin. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do brows and then we'll try out those eyeshadows. I'm really excited about those. I'm just gonna fill in the brows really quickly. I'm actually adding a bit of blush. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush. I just wanted to put this on before doing the eyes so that I can see which eyeshadow I wanna use. I do want to create a little bit of a base, so I'm going to take that airbrush bronzer and just start to carve out the crease a little bit before going into the cream shadow. Okay, and now we're ready to try the new shades in the Eyes to Mesmerize long-lasting cream eyeshadows from Charlotte Tilbury. I actually have tried these a couple times, but I'm not super familiar with the formula, but the new colors really spoke to me. So the first one I picked up is Sunlit Glow, which is such a cool duochrome. Look at this. Do you see the pink and gold shift? I'm so excited about this one. So I'm just gonna kind of take a little on the back of my hand. I wanna swatch these before I choose a color. So I'm just gonna kind of swatch this. Ooh, that looks so cool. I love the duochrome. It's like a gorgeous yellow gold, and then it shifts into a peachy pink that looks so stunning. Okay, well, that's the first option I'm really excited about. The second one is a little more sparkly, and that is called Exaggerize. They actually launched 3 shades. I just picked up 2 of the 3 new shades, the ones that excited me the most. So this one kind of fell over a little bit during transit, but here's Exaggerize in the pan. It's more of like a taupey brown. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on the back of my hand and then blend that out. So that has more of a taupey base and definitely a little bit more visible glitter, but not too chunky either. It's got more of a silver glitter, where this one's more of like a golden glow. Both look so pretty. Ooh, okay. I don't know which one I want to use. You know what? I feel like this one is so unique, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. I just love the duochrome. Even though the other one's more sparkly and technically I love a little more glitter on the eyes, I am dying to try that duochrome. So we're gonna take Sunlit Glow I'm gonna pick some up and put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna take it on a brush. This one is just from Morphe and Ariel, their collection. This is the A25. And I'm gonna kind of dip that in. And we're gonna start to build this color up on the eyes. I might actually just go directly into the pot with this, just to make sure I have enough on the brush before going in. And I'm just gonna apply that all over the lid. Just doing a little bit at a time so I don't overdo it on accident. That is looking so pretty. I'm just trying to blend out the edge a little, so I'm going back in with the brush we were using with the bronzer just to kind of soften that. And then I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna use that to work this along the entire lower lash line as well. I just think that looks so dreamy. I love the duochrome. Wow, okay, pretty. Let's do the same thing on the other eye. I do have more hooded eyes, so it'll be interesting to see how this wears alone. I usually wear cream eyeshadows as more of a base for my eye shape because they usually all tend to crease, but I'm wanting to try this by itself to see how it really holds up. I think that looks so effortless and chic. I don't know if the camera lights are picking up how cool the duochrome is, like it is in person. I'm trying to use my flashlight, but it's not really working. Just know it looks cooler in person, I feel like, than it does on camera. All right, I'm just gonna pop on some mascara. Today I'm gonna use my Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. And then I'm just gonna line my lips with Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. And then I'm gonna, of course, top it off with the Pillow Talk lipstick. Okay, before we wear this for the rest of the day, I'm just gonna assess the situation really quickly. I actually love Pillow Talk with that eyeshadow. I feel like it really complements each other. I'm just gonna add a little more brightening powder right here under the eyes. I'm just gonna take a little more blush, whatever's left on the brush, and add just a bit more. And then I am gonna add my Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray to more just the outsides of the face. Just a couple of spritzes, maybe like a little bit in the center, but I don't want too much there because I wanna see how the concealer wears. I just need a little setting spray today because I need this to last all day. I'm gonna be headed out running a lot of errands, so I wanna make sure it's lasting. Okay. And then I'm just gonna use my Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination Gel to set. I'm also adding a little inner corner highlight with my Bobbi Brown highlighter. Okay, so we're ready to wear it for the rest of the day. It's currently 1:33 p.m. I'm gonna be wearing this all day. I'm probably actually gonna bring the airbrush powder just to see how it works for touching up throughout the day. So I'm gonna pack this with me in my purse, and I'm really excited to see how everything holds up. The eyeshadow is really, really pretty. So I will see you guys in a few hours when I'm home, and we'll see how I feel about everything. So far, I'm really, really enjoying everything. I think the concealer looks specifically amazing. I also like the eyeshadow. I'm hoping it doesn't crease too much. And the powder I do feel like is brightening. So far, like my hopes are up. But of course, a wear test will determine everything. So I'll see you guys in a little bit for my check-in. All right, so I'm back in my studio. It's currently at 12:14 a.m. So I've been wearing this for almost 11 hours. I actually didn't touch up at all today so that I could really see how everything wore. I feel like I do have a little bit of oils coming through, obviously. After 11 hours, that's typical for me. But overall, I feel like my complexion looks pretty intact and looks pretty good. So I did want to kind of mention the eyeshadow. Oh, it really makes me so sad. Just my eye shape, and I do have more oily eyelids by the end of the day. It's so rare for me to find cream eyeshadows, especially pot cream eyeshadows like these, that don't do this at the end of the day. It's not a complete deal breaker, I guess, because when I blink, you don't really see that, but if I'm ever looking down, it's just kind of annoying to have that there. I kind of wanted to see if I took the brush and tried to pat it out, would it do anything? Kind of, okay. So I could technically maybe refresh my eyeshadow if I had a brush with me, but yeah, it definitely still creases on me. I know this formula is some people's favorite because they say it does not crease, but for me, it definitely does. There is a little bit of fallout as well underneath the eyes just because I did apply it here. So there's a little bit more glitter under the eyes, but nothing crazy. I loved how it looked though, like I loved how effortless it was, but unfortunately I probably wouldn't wear it on its own. I would probably set it with something with another sparkly eyeshadow. Usually that helps for me, just to not have it be super creased by the end of the day. I've just learned that with myself and my eye shape. So I was a little bit sad to see that, but it is normal. Most cream eyeshadows do that for me. The under eye area looks really nice, and all day it looked so pretty. I really liked how luminous the center of my face looked without it looking too oily. Like right now, obviously I have the oils coming through, so that's that. But for most of the day, I felt like my skin looked pretty balanced and it looked really healthy and hydrated. I did want to try and see, like usual, what it would look like to take this brightening powder and touch up. I did pack it with me in my purse, but I didn't end up using it. So I just wanted to see really quickly how this would work if I were to touch things up using the brightening powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on this side of the face. I feel like that refreshed things really nicely. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. I definitely feel like this is a powder that I would use and focus on under the eyes over top of that concealer. I usually like to use a different type of powder for the T-zone. But with that being said, I think it looks really nice on the skin. But there was something about the concealer and powder combo that I really liked. So that's what it looks like refreshed with powder. I really did like this. It does have that luminosity to it. It has the little bit of a pearlescent finish to it, which is why I feel like it would look best kind of focused in this area here for that brightening. I do feel like it did brighten the eyes without it looking or feeling heavy under the eyes, which I really appreciated. And again, overall throughout the day, I really loved how healthy my skin looked, especially in the T-zone. And I feel like that's because I applied this all over. So I really did enjoy it. The concealer looks so pretty under the eyes. It's not too heavy, which I like, but you still get a nice brightening coverage. And it didn't settle into any lines. I think this wore very well. So out of everything, I feel like I'm the most excited about the concealer, actually. I think it's the best concealer formula from Charlotte Tilbury that I've tried so far. Have I tried more? I feel like I've only really tried the Magic Away concealer, or is that what it was called? I don't know. Whatever the twisty one is. And then they do have like more of a pen brightening concealer. I don't think I've ever tried that, but this is by far the best that Charlotte Tilbury has come out with. So it's about time, I feel like. I think Charlotte Tilbury was due for a really good kind of everyday but long wear type of a concealer, and I think they nailed it with this. So out of everything that I tried, this is what I'm the most excited about, but the combo of these two underneath the eyes especially are really, really something special. So I'm so excited about that. And even though I'm bummed about the eyeshadow, I will try them again and wear them more as a base and just add a little powder something on the lid to hopefully make the longevity a little bit better for myself and my eye shape. All right, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me try out my Charlotte Tilbury order and some new products that I bought. I would love to hear in the comments down below if you guys have tried these or if you're interested in trying them and what your thoughts are on these new launches. So be sure to leave a comment down below. I'm losing my voice now that it's late. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it for me today. I hope you all have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.